it is Christine. It is time for another twofer. Although technically one's not a hop, it's just me. So today's day 8 of 30 Days of Sketches, and this one's by Jackie Ashton. And we have this nice like single photo 4x4. So I did print off my photo a little bigger. And we got like basically an L design, and she's done a little good, nice job here showing us where our clusters go without, with a nice little simplicity using a circle. So our clusters are in a visual triangle here. Got some journaling and a title and all that kind of stuff. And what today is also is my BoBunny stash bash. I had this piece of cardstock left over for one of my scrap rooms. So I'm going to use this. But then I have this BoBunny, what was the name of this kit? Happy Tales. And I don't know how much more I have of this. The photo is Mr. Flint with one of his puzzles. This is a level 4 puzzle, you guys. And the way this works is you put little treats under him, and he has to slide them to get to the treats, and this spins around and slides, and there's a little horn thing in the middle and all that. He's smart, y'all. The level 1's like take him no time. So this little 4 here, I'll be frank with you, he knows how to get to it. It just takes him a minute. So what I have is this little set here, like a set of Happy Tales. I'm going to basically make my L out of this some kind of way. This may go up and down. That's kind of cute. I may end up using maybe like one of these as a frame around my cardstock just because I can use a sheet and it does kind of offer a nice contrast. So I'll probably do that. What I've also pulled out is a Shimmers. Shimmers. I guess it's the Shimmers Paint Shimmers. I don't have much of this left. I need to buy some more. I didn't realize I was using so much of it. But the color looks like it could go with this. So I think I'm going to sprinkle that where she's got the little sprinkles. I hope I have enough. That's what I'm hopeful. So that's kind of my deal. So let me do a little trimming, and I'll be back on in just a second. I'll need to mount this. I'll probably use a piece of scrap paper because I don't want to use white cardstock, I don't think. Actually, this sheet could be really cute. Because of the little bones. And this could be used for anything. Bones are really kind of a pet thing. But if I do that, I may actually shrink this. Let me see what I can do here. I'll be back on in a second. Okay, so I have cut down the cardstock there by 1 inch. I've given it quite a bit of a border because I do want to be able to see that that's little bones on the outside there. I'm going to tell you, the shimmers, I'm not patient enough. And so after I sprinkle it, I kind of make a mess, y'all. But I still think the color looks okay and all that kind of stuff. It's fine. And I guess with the pet layout, maybe it's okay if it looks a little messy. I've got my little stripe paper there that I cut down, or cut from a width standpoint. I did it 4 inches. I'll cut this little piece off here. I actually make the little herringbone pattern one a little bit longer than the sketch kind of shows because she shows journaling underneath the paper strip. But I'll go ahead and leave that paper long enough because I use the herringbone, a little bit of the lines to stay straight. So I'll leave that alone. Mine's going to be a little bit longer than the sketch. And then I decide I need to mount my photo here. I did cut that down to 4x4, and I'm going to mount it on the yellow and then the black. And I really enjoy this. I think this makes it stand out pretty good. What do I do after that? I think because I'm actually kind of assemble my papers as like a little block before I put down the mixed media because I need to kind of see where it goes. And then frankly, I end up splattering it everywhere anyway. So I might not even need to waste that much time on it, but well, not that I spent a lot of time. This was actually a really quick little layout. I'd still have, I think, 4 sheets of my paper left. So I will have at least one more layout, next month with this particular collection before moving on. And I think this was a 2013. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. I think it's a 2013 or 2014 collection. So it may be 2014 now that I say that. So hopefully I can move on to the next 2014 collection. Not in April, but May. So I'm going to glue these together in just a moment. I thought about scuffing it and all that. I actually ended up ruffling the edge of one of my little papers in a minute, but I kind of forget to, if I'm honest. So I do the little Purina pattern as the horizontal. I'll come back in just a minute with a sticker to make the little scallop piece that's shown in the sketch. She's got like a scallop border. I use the little sticker. It's not going to be quite as dramatic as her sketch shows, but it does the trick. I'm trying to straighten this up. I felt like it was a little bit crooked, my photo on there. This is where I go, okay, now I know where to put my mixed media. And I start dropping it. And honestly, if I'm patient and let it dry, this is really wonderful because it gives you a great texture. It has a little dimension to it. I actually try to use my heat gun. I don't do that on camera, but I try, and yeah, I still am not patient enough, and I think, well, I'll just blot it, and then I end up getting my paper towel and smushing it around. You may or may not can tell. I don't know. When you get to, you probably can, actually, because the bottom left is a little bit like, oh dear, that's a little squishy, but it's okay. There's that, and then I've got that all glued down now. Now I've decided that upper right up there, I've got that other little piece of Purina paper. I'm going to cut out this little banner piece, fussy cut it out of the stickers. I'm running pretty low on the sticker sheet over there for embellishments, and I don't have any ephemera left. I think I've used all of it. Or let me put it this way, it's not in my baggie, so if I did have it, I don't know what I've done with it. I think I used it all, though, to be honest. So I'm going to use the stickers, but I'm going to fussy cut some pieces out of my stickers. This is back in the day when, honestly, I don't think they had the technology to do the nice kiss cuts and stuff they do today. So everything's a square or a circle or a rectangle. Or I guess the border stickers had a little shape to it, but it's just not like today. So you have to kind of, fussy cut things out if you want different kind of little shapes. This one has like a little frame and like little banners and stuff coming off. I'm going to end up using that frame to put the year on it. And I'll put a little sticker in a second that I'm going to fussy cut up on the rest of the banner. You'll see that in just a minute too. So I'm ready to glue all this down, and then it's time to find, I think, the title. I went over and I got the Florence alphabet, the Bella Boulevard Florence. I love that alphabet. I just love the funness, the little funkiness of the font. I've got 2 sheets of the black you can see, and I'm going to end up using that to make my title. I really struggled. I was going to use the sheets, the stickers that came with the collection, but it only had 1 Z, and I needed to spell puzzle. So that's why I went and I've got this other font here, because I almost just had to. So I'm going to call it Puzzle Boy, and I guess I could have done Puzzle Puppy or something along those lines, but I didn't want to use up all my P's. So it's going to be Puzzle Boy, and I'll use a couple of little hearts too. I just noticed the little hearts on the sheet, and I was actually kind of pleased with that. I was like, oh, that's cute, because I can use some of those as embellishments in a minute. So I'm going to put my little hearts down here, and I still don't think I've pulled out. I'm going to pull out the 1 square sticker that says there's always room for one. There's always room for one more. That's going to go in the lower left. And then there's a sticker that has a little phrase and then the heart. And so I'm going to cut that out in just a second. Here's the little border piece I was telling you. It looks like rickrack, that old-timey rickrack. And I'm just going to trim this off, and that's going to basically be my little scallop. There actually is that scallop right there. You can see that, but it's got the same herringbone pattern. So I didn't think that would work. Otherwise, if I'd used a different pattern on top, I might have used that. But we'll just use this little rickrack piece. I had to shove my title down just a hair because it was kind of right up on top of that. I didn't like that. So I did have trouble in the beginning. I think I cut it out, but I had trouble with my friggin' ATG sticking to that cardstock kind of funny. It pulled like layers up, and I ended up having to cut all that stuff out because it was like, holy cow, that didn't work right. But I fixed it. Here's my little square that says there's always room for one more. There's a bunch of little dogs on the bottom of that one. I'm going to actually end up having a little heart sticker at the end when I add the heart stickers for my embellishments. And then this little round circle here honestly has a poodle on it. There wasn't any stickers that had little labs or pits or anything like that on there, so I just used that little round one just because the sketch showed like a little round element, and I thought it was a nice little extra thing. I'll add hearts in a second, but first I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut this little heart out. It's got a little paw print on it and little banners. I'm going to cut that out and use that right next to the little square there, and then I'll use that little phrase. I'm going to kind of fussy cut that out, and I'll stick that on top of that other sticker banner up there. I almost didn't fussy cut it, but it just didn't look right when it was a full black square, so it's going to get fussy cut in just a second too. I probably could have cut some of this out. I think I told you guys, he's got this little puzzle. We've got like a level 1 or 2, and he's just so smart. He was actually getting them out almost too quickly. So we ordered these 2. There's 2 of them. I think they got this one, and there's another that's a little bit similar. They have to like push these little things around to get their treats out. They don't come up. This one doesn't. They've got one that has like little bones or something that's to lift out, but then you find the little bones everywhere. They're like little plastic shaped bone looking things. These ones all kind of stay together, which is nice. There's a little blue piece. You can see it kind of wings out or whatever, but basically, yeah, these kind of slide around, and there's little treat holes. And they just have to, it keeps them busy. It makes their little minds work. I guess it makes them tired. They had done some dog training, and the dog trainer says if you get their little minds working and stuff, their energy level, they use it up, and they're not so rambunctious in the evenings. And Flint is definitely rambunctious. Birdie, not so much. She kind of plays with the puzzles, but she's already kind of a little bit lazy. It's Flint that needs the entertainment, frankly. So he's too cute. The photo, unfortunately, he's a little bit blurry because I was taking a picture and he was moving, and so I think his little arm's a little bit blurry, but I think that's okay because it's kind of just showing that he likes his puzzle. Here's my little phrase here. I stick that on there, and I think that's, oh, I think this is where now I'm going to come in with my little hearts. I decide this is where, after I put the year up here, I'm going to come in with my little hearts and kind of add that as little extras. Probably could have got some enamel dots or something, but this is, was on my sheets. I was already had my hand right here, so that's what I'm going to use. And once I get those down, I think that's going to be it. I don't do anything. Oh, I take it back. I journal. I do add the little journaling underneath the photo. I just said, Flint is so smart. He has graduated to a level 4 puzzle. He really enjoys finding the treats in the little hidey holes. So I'll do that before I take the slow down here. You'll see the little journaling on the bottom down there. And that is the layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was my BoBunny Stash Bash. So this is another layout using up a really old collection. And I got to use my Day 8 30 Days of Sketches. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the playlist with everybody playing along with the 30 days. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.